Okay, welcome to another edition of Tiger TV. I'm your host, Tony Symonds, and today, well, very fortunate, I won't say blessed, but we've got the great number 29, Mr. Brad Merritt. How are you, Brad?
Good, how you going?
Good, thanks, mate. Great to see you. Now, everyone likes to know the story about when you first arrived at Glenelg Footy Club. Your story, the Brad Merritt journey through juniors in the southeast through to how you got at Glenelg, mate. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, right. So I've played under 14s at Penola, started doing the academies down there, probably did about 4 years of that, through to the under 17s. Was lucky enough to have Brenton Holm really looked after me, and I played a few under 18s games as a 17-year-old, and then the following year I played 3 games up, 2 games at Penola for the year, and then study was getting a bit much for me. I was in year 12, so finished the year at Penola, did my studies, and then I think a week after my last exam moved up and started pre-season.
So, who was senior coach when you first got here?
That was Nick Stevens' first year.
Steve-O's first year. That does sound like feel like a fair while ago now, doesn't it? So you've been here 4 years.
4 years.
And as we know, well, if you don't know, you will now. We've played 12 games, 12 senior games, and kicked 3 goals, including 2 just last week against Adelaide. Tell us about the game down there at Bordertown. Must have been great to sort of go back down to the southeast where you were born and bred and play in front of the rallies.
Yeah, well, like I said, Katie Narracott Tatiara's my home league, being from Penola, so it was really good to get back there. I was really stoked to get picked, so I was pretty lucky. And big coach took 22 of us down. Everyone looked after us. They had that country footy kind of feel with the snooter packs and everything ready for us, so that was great. Bordertown deck's always in good nick, so the Crows, I think, had a fair few top-ups, which gave us a bit of confidence going in, I guess, but it's a big game for us. Puts us 2 games clear of them now, so played 3 really good quarters. Last quarter was a bit off, but we'd done enough, so got the win, jumped on the bus and came back.
Well, just on that, our last quarters this year, sometimes we come home with a wet sail and we kick 6 or 7 or 8 goals in the last quarter, and a couple of times just recently we've had a bit of a fade out. Any reasons?
I wouldn't have thought we put the Q in the rack very often. We're not really that kind of team, and Brad Keller's done an unreal job with our fitness side of things, so it's not like we're lacking there. Maybe just opposition teams decide to step it up when it counts, I'm not sure, but I think for the most part we've done enough in the early parts of the games, or we've done what we needed to late. So maturity of the group, we've played a few years together now, so we're slowly coming together, and it's only going to get better and better. 4 quarters isn't easy to play when you're playing a good side, so we've just got to try and limit the damage when we're not playing at our best, and then settle it down and start again. It's probably the next thing to work on.
What about nerves before a game like that? I mean, if you think about it, a couple of weeks ago you're playing reserves footy for Glenelg, and some of the guys from the Crows sides, Thompson and guys like that, are playing AFL football. All of a sudden 2 weeks later you're playing on the same oval as some of those guys. Yeah. How does that make you feel when you run out and see some of those well-known faces?
Yeah, it's a bit, I wouldn't say intimidating, because I turn around to the guys next to me and I've got Matty Snook and Sorf and all those kind of guys who have been showing up week in, week out for 4 or 5 years now, so that gives me a bit of confidence knowing that I've got them on my side. But in terms of nerves, I probably don't get as nervous as I used to. I've tried to learn to start enjoying it rather than worrying about your stats and everything like that. So listen to some music, relax, and just try and have fun, and you don't play footy forever, so enjoy it while you do.
Well, let's just touch on that for a moment. Studying engineering.
Yep.
Now that must be hard. I think it's hard. How is it?
Yeah, it's pretty solid. It hasn't been easy at times, but...
First year, second year? What
Third year.
Third year.
Third
so
year.
You could just about build a bridge or a railway line already?
Several bridges, yeah.
Could you? Several bridges? Sydney Harbour type?
Not quite, but it's been tough, but I've got a really good network around me. I've lived with my brother and my sister for a while there at different stages, so cooking meals after training and that, everyone always works together, and yeah, Lokes is really good as well. If I need a bit of time to hit the books, he's always fine with that. So
tell us about your family. Matty's, you met your brothers here.
Yep, he's here.
You live with him?
I used to. He moved out a few months ago.
Couldn't put up with him anymore?
Nah, I had enough of him, yeah.
And how's he going?
He's going well, yeah. He had a...
Give him a rap.
Oh, he's a pretty good backman. He's centre half back. He's a bit smaller than me, which probably hurts him a bit, but he makes up with a bit of pace. But he's a lot different in the way he's done it compared to me. He didn't do any of the junior stuff. He just went through. He was captain of the Penala A grade as a 20-year-old. So yeah, he was pretty impressive, and decided that he couldn't rest, knowing that he hadn't had a crack at SANFL yet. So he made the move up, and
Right.
this is his second year now, and yeah, he's just working away, trying to get better, stronger.
Good, good. Well, talking about getting better and stronger, we had to drag you out of the gym to get you down here for this segment. Obviously, just having a bit of a look at the rig there. Obviously, don't mind getting in the gym, and obviously bicep curls, very important. Summer's just around the corner. Get down to the beach, eat a few ice creams and all the rest. You're enjoying the gym?
Yeah, it's always good to get in there. I sit at a desk all day anyway at uni, so I do like getting in there and mucking about, yeah.
A bit of iron. I must admit, I was a bit surprised when I saw you walk in a moment ago. 194 centimetres, is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, God, that's rather large. And what's your favourite position?
Oh, I do like playing up forward, yeah. I find
Half
as
forward,
you go up it gets easier as well, because you got those blokes like Snooky and that feeding you, so.
better delivery.
Oh, the twos go alright as well. Simo Wong always laces me out, so he looks after me.
God, he's good, isn't he? He's just covering every base there, just in case. Now, Brad, tell us, what can we expect from the A grade for the rest of the year? Let's forget about the B grade for a minute, or the reserves. Shouldn't say B grade. What are we expecting to see? We've got 3 games to go. We've almost sewed up a position in the 5. However, we can still make the top 3.
Yeah.
Need a few things to go our way, but what do you think is going to happen in the next couple of weeks? What's the plan?
Well, you got to take it week by week.
Love it.
Starters. So let's do it this week. I mean, last year, the last game we played, we drew with them, and we're a much stronger side than we were. And obviously they've changed a bit as well, losing Martin and a few others. But so take it week by week. We'll go down tomorrow night here. We'll go through the game plan, what we want to do, what we want to focus on, and yeah, I would have thought it'd be the same kind of message. Just do what we do well, trust ourselves, and if it does go shit for 3 or 4 minutes, just put off the gas, just slow it down and then start again.
Great answer. Now, a couple of things did come to mind. Must ask you, teammates. Some of them are good, some of them a bit average, some a bit dirty. Anyone that comes to mind, who's the funniest guy we've got on the list at the moment? I have asked this question before, and had the same answer a couple of times. Any ideas?
Yeah, right. Oh, probably Ziggy, just because he's such a weird dude.
How
you
weird?
never know what he's going to say.
What happens? Just don't know what's coming out next?
You don't know what he's going to do, what he's going to say, so it makes for an interesting watch.
And blokes who are happy with themselves in the gym, anyone come to mind?
Yeah, Elliot Chalmers, first off the rank, he loves himself,
Spends a lot of time up there?
Oh, a lot of time, yeah.
Extra mirrors?
Extra mirrors, there's not any mirrors up there at the moment,
no mirrors?
Which hurts us a bit, but do what we can.
And any tips for the coaching staff moving forward? Trying to settle the side down, what do you think? Sort of keep the side about the same as it's been the last week or so?
Yeah, well, we had a win on the weekend, didn't we? So
no need to make any changes. What a smart man. Fantastic. Brad Merritt's our star today, a young fella on the rise, and we thank him for spending some time with us today on Tiger TV. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Good on you.
Cheers.